Hi, I'm Christy Clark and it's my pleasure to welcome you to issue 8 of Let's Make Cards. It's on sale now and it's just $7.99, so I hope you've got your copy. I'm joined today by top designer Corinne Bradd and she's here to give us the insider gossip and what the designers have got in store for us in issue 8. Hiya Corinne.
Hello Christy.
Nice to see you again.
And you, thank you.
So let's get cracking. The kit looks very exciting.
It is, it's a stunning kit this month. I mean, there's over 75 motifs in the kit. We've also got some ribbon, gemstones, there's little fabric shapes here, a variety of beautiful pattern papers. I especially like this one, the green spot, and look at that vintage floral print. How lovely is that?
It's really retro, this paper, isn't it?
It is.
It's gorgeous.
There's also smaller pieces of paper and corrugated card and also vellum, so you can add more embellishment to your card. But it's a great kit.
Yeah.
If you've got a lot of events coming up in the next few months, there's something for everybody in there.
Well, look, that's what I like about the embellishments, because they give you such a variety. There really is something for every occasion. I mean, you've got some gorgeous hats and there's some baby booties somewhere in there that I noticed. They're pretty cute. Now, what have the designers done with the embellishments?
Well, there's about 50 different ideas that you can make from your kit, using a variety of other materials as well that you may have at home already. Caroline Blanchard has probably got to come top of the list of designers, because she's made a fantastic 28 cards this month.
God, that is a lot of cards.
You've got her cards here. I mean, there's cards and mini cards and also some great little gift tags. I mean, they're really beautiful,
lovely,
what she's done. Just shows that the best things come in small packages.
Yeah, well, sometimes. So what else we got?
Well, Jill Alblus has, she's custom cut her cards. She's made some really quirky designs, like the little pram in the front.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Using the kit.
Yeah, really nice.
Melanie Hendrick has used rubber stamps on the patterned papers, and then she's cut them in a 3D decoupage style to make these cards here. I mean, that floral card there is great, using that vintage floral paper again. Brenda Harvey has used her computer to print out personal greetings, and it's a great way. If you've got a text manipulation package on your computer, you can print out your own greetings on the card. I mean,
I've seen you doing that.
Yeah, well, this is really nice. This sugar and spice and all things nice, and it's just printed in a simple circle, torn out, and then stuck on a card with a motif on the front of it.
Gorgeous.
And then Elizabeth Mode has been quilling again. Quite a traditional art, but these look really contemporary because she's used the pattern papers as quilling papers. And she's also picked out some of the stronger colours in the designs. I mean, that red is gorgeous.
Yeah, it just goes really well,
really
doesn't it?
Smart little cards.
I mean, there's masses of projects this month, and I mean, that's what I really like about Let's Make Cards. There's inspiration in every issue, and issue 8 is no different. I mean, you really have got something for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got card maker's block, there is no excuse. There's bound to be something in there that an idea that you've not thought of, or just something that will spark off a whole new train of thought.
Yeah, and then you've got your reading to go along with it. And we've got this issue.
The features we've got, again, we're elaborating on digital crafting and how to use your computer and incorporating it in your card making. The panel have been looking at ways to make buttons. I think how to fix organza and difficult, see-through materials onto your cards without the glue showing through, something I know you've had trouble with in the past.
Yeah.
And also clever ideas with rubber stamped images as well.
Oh, lovely.
I think we've got gadgets on test in the spotlight this month. There's a group of designers have been putting them through their paces, seeing how well they work and whether it's something that you really do need in your craft.
Well, that's great, because obviously you don't want to go out and waste your money on something that really isn't rated by the top people.
Yeah, this is it. And I think we've got gossip as well from top designer and author Cheryl Owen. So that's quite a good read, so don't miss out on that one, Christy.
Well, it really is jam-packed again, and that's the main thing.
Yeah.
So issue 8 really is a bargain. Now, I know you're itching to get started, but don't go just yet, because we've got our demonstration coming up. Corinne, what are we doing today?
It's just a very simple technique, a fringing technique. Now, you can buy quilling fringes in the shops, but I think they're quite expensive, and it's just so easy to do, to create.
Again, this is one I remember doing at school.
Yeah, it is dead easy. I mean, I used to make Christmas decorations with my mum. You'd get a roll, cut the slits down, and then pull it up to make those little fountains. Do you remember them?
Yeah. Oh, crikey, yeah.
But it's just moving on from that. So all you need to do
is get one of your funky papers.
Get a funky paper. I'm going to use this pale green because what you're going to do is, because you're cutting the fringing into it, any pattern on it you're effectively going to destroy.
Yeah.
So if you cut yourself, say, an inch wide strip of paper, and then just fold it in half, and then back again. If you concertina fold it, you'll find that it will sit much flatter, because what you need to do is just draw a line, a guideline, as to where your cut is going to come. So if I draw it there.
So as to where you can cut up to?
Yeah.
Okay.
and then pop it in a bulldog clip. I mean, these are industrial bulldog clips. You want a nice strong clip to hold it in place.
Yeah.
And then you can either cut it very simply with your scissors up to that line. Or, depending on how strong the wrists are, you might find a quicker way of doing it is just hold it in place.
Be careful of your fingers though.
Use a sharp scalpel and cut it down.
Oh, it seems much quicker with scalpel.
The problem with using a scalpel is you will find that your cuts aren't quite as straight. You'll tend to go off at the edges.
That gives it texture, and I prefer
I mean, it makes more of a like a random effect on it. I am just going to quickly cut this because what I want to do is show you how to make the fringed flowers. With this, you can, once you've done all your fringing, you can just back up a photograph by hiding this uncut strip behind the photograph. So it looks almost like a woven fabric, an unravelled fabric effect. But if you bear with me for 2 seconds while I just cut the rest of these with scissors.
Where's your here's one I made earlier?
Well, my here's one I made earlier, I believe, has fallen on the floor.
Yeah.
So you're just going to bear with me, because I've nearly done it. When you've cut your fringing, if you open it up, what you will find on your folds is that you've got extra wide pieces of paper.
Yeah.
So you will just need to cut into your folds, quite simply. I'm just going to cut this piece in half because I don't need a huge bit. To make a flower, I found the easiest way of doing it is if you just curl your paper. You know how you curl ribbon with a pair of scissors?
Score it.
If you just run it like that, you will end up with curved petals.
The paper's quite strong then.
Oh yeah, but I mean don't go too hard on the
course.
scissors, but I mean it can take it. And then either use a quilling tool or a cocktail stick just to roll your paper around it. Start it off on there, and then once you've got the roll, you've got a small roll there, you can just do it by hand. You need quite a tight roll to hold it in place. And then once you're rolled all the way to the end, if you just get a little dot of glue, hold it in place like this, and glue it. Yeah. And then you can fan your petals out. Yeah. And the way that it's cut, I mean that paper is, I mean there are lovely subtle colours in that paper anyway, but the way that's come out, you've got a nice red centre, almost like a real flower, the centre of the flower. Yeah. And then all I've done, I've made some previously, is stuck a little gemstone in the middle.
Oh, they're lovely. Or here, as you can see, they've used the quilling.
She's used quill centre. The other thing you can do is when you put it on your card, if you find that you've left your stem, as it were, too high, if you're careful and you have a sharp scalpel, you can get away with just pushing it flat and then just more or less sawing
it off
through the bottom of it, or using a pair of sharp scissors so that it sits flatter on your card, and then just reshape it afterwards.
Oh, I think they're lovely. Very girly, I think.
They are. Quite pretty.
Well, thanks for coming in and showing us those today, Corinne. Now, you're itching to get started. What you have left and what you do, why not log on to the forum? Upload your pictures onto the gallery. It's www.letsmakecards.com. We all want to see them. Have a go. See you next time. There are 3 easy ways to subscribe to Let's Make Cards. You can sign up for $16.50 for 3 issues via direct debit. Alternatively, you can pay £38 for 6 issues or $70 for 12 issues in the UK. It's £100 in Europe and £105 for the rest of the world. As well as saving up to 30% off the cover price, you can be sure of receiving your issue of Let's Make Cards regularly, containing a fabulous card making kit and masses of ideas for using it. Just visit www.letsmakecards.com to subscribe online, or call 0844 815 0028.